All right, we are back for the finals of the Tarkir Dragonstorm Mega Draft. We're back with our feature drafter, Travis C, the random jobber, who's currently 2-0. He's beat both of his previous opponents, and he is up against Colton S, Colton Cooper, both players from Teamer. So one way or another, Teamer players win in this Mega Draft, and I'm joined again by Alex L and Alex O.
Ye-
Thanks for having us. Looks like on Colton's side he's playing Abzan, we've got a Felthar, a couple of removal spells, pretty much what you want. How does it look for our feature drafter?
He's got he's got Rolling Dragonstorm, removal, good 3-drop, uh, and lands. Like he's vibing, he's fine, he's just chilling. I think like he'll be set for the early game.
It sounds like a removal heavy game this time.
Oh, that's nice. You can trigger raid first and play that out. Pretty hard to
Yeah,
trigger raid though with that hand.
I believe it is unfortunate. Two of our removal spells require having a creature, so we're just gonna play out
Yeah, it's
this.
tough.
Yeah, you play out this without getting the trigger. Makes it much less value, and it sounds like it's going to be removed anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be one where I don't care about that. He drew Dragon Globe, so he might go like land Dragon Globe.
Yeah,
Oh, he could even land Dragon Globe. Uh, Dragon, Roiling Dragonstorm draw too. Like, we'll see. Because the 2-1 blocks it well, and you really don't want to be removing a Absent Devotee. It just comes back.
true. It does at least give something on the board. Something has stayed here. We do have this
This goes
suspension
along.
field, which in this set is probably a lot more reasonable.
Does it
Just
stop
because
activated abilities? Wait, is it?
no, suspension field is the exile target creature with toughness 3 or greater until it leaves.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is very nice though. Getting the trade but also killing the Dragonstorm means it won't be
Yeah.
coming back.
Drew, Dragon Globe for turn. That's pretty good. Can't quite flurry because he's got the 2-mana 2/2 flyer that makes flyers. Can't I don't
Okay,
think
yeah.
he'll quite flurry it this
No.
turn, but he's also got the blue red Vigilance Menace guy that gets bigger with flurrying when you play him. And yeah, I think just debating whether or not just to play another globe, 3-mana player land. It's pretty good.
3 mana, yep. Probably take back the Abzan Devotee because it will help trigger Flurry. But we have this Disruptive Stormbrood,
Real
so
good.
that's very effective.
Oh, and I can't even Dragon Spray it. Because the dragon is gonna kill the
So
four
just,
three.
yeah, kill the 4/3, which is fine. That's
Yeah.
4/3 kill is not bad. That was a unit that had been pumped up previously.
Right. Yeah, there's not a lot of action now, and like it's all cards, but nothing like it's not
That's,
gonna answer to this 3/3. I think he's just gonna tap it.
yeah, similar thing on this side. We have Piercing Exhale, we have Suspension Field. Formation Breaker isn't great in this spot. We don't have any counters that we're putting on things, so it's just a 2/1.
Yeah,
I
counter creature just die,
imagine
unfortunately.
we may see the Piercing Exhale come out purely as a surveil, just
Ooh,
help fix
this
your
is
draws
this
a
is quite
bit.
nice.
Oh, and
Get
it
out the 6/5.
enters with 2+1/+1s, so
Yeah.
you can't kill it. But this will be a very likely suspension field. And yeah, if we see the Piercing Exhale come out here,
It's
it's
almost for the
not,
surveil value.
yeah, it's not for any reason. You don't care about killing the Absent Devotee really, but it lets you fix your draws. Unfortunately, we saw a land and a 1-cost spell, so at this stage of the game, you throw away both, and then we draw another land.
Yeah,
Really,
he's got board currently. It's quite nice.
yeah, really hoping
I don't
to
know how long.
get there on tempo.
Yeah, not sure how long we'll go have board with this murderous cut.
Yeah, that's
Make a 3/3. Well, make 2/2. Make a 1/1.
yeah, yeah. Now, the formation breaker isn't blockable by the 1/1, but we're still drawing lands, which is not
Yeah,
what you want to see. Our opponent, the Travis side of things, has a guaranteed play in that devotee,
and
even if they
just
do draw
drew
lands.
Treasure Cruise.
Oh, that's a much better play. Yeah,
Yep. So it has Treasure Cruise and Icy Blast in hand. Can get back the Devotee if he needs, but I think it's just vibing.
yeah. He's feeling good about where he is.
Oh, yeah, because you can even get back the Devotee as well as Gauntlet's Treasure Cruise.
Yeah.
Oof. Yep, dodge the stifles.
Anything good?
Drew the Storm Scale Style and Tasiga.
Okay,
So
that's
next
pretty
turn.
good.
Yeah, how much mana does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn can return the Absolute Devotee, play it, and play Stat Scion for 2.
There is
Oh, that is a
Armament
big.
Corps.
That's a big
Armament
pig.
Corps, which is very, yeah, that's
It's
very
good. I'm just
strong.
It's
A
good. I'm not
lot
sure
of
if it matches up
stats.
with what. Yeah, it's like the dragons will make 2/6/6s though. So I
Yes,
think
dragons do
yeah, I
that.
think yeah. So get him for 4, 10, face down, just a lot in the air. I think it's the only scientific way of describing was describing it.
I'm not sure if we can pump this formation breaker above the storm scale scions, then
Yeah.
we might have a chance, but you'd need 3 power or 2 power and a removal. So I don't know exactly what's in Colton's deck, but I'd be
Ooh.
surprised if you could
Oh
find
yeah,
it.
with storming off. Icy Blast for
Okay,
0.
Icy Blast, yep.
Storm for 3.
Getting, okay, so 3
7,
7
7.
7s. Um,
Go.
yeah, that is a top right angle.
Hey, the Storm Slayer Scarlet's pretty good.
That's we even drew a rare, and it's because we drew a Grim Harspect, but
Mm,
it's just too late for that to be
yeah,
effective.
just different axes. The Black Dragon has immediately come out of the deck.
Yep, it has every time. I'm not surprised.
I don't think we've seen it like at all. Like, there's not been a game on where he's drawn it either. Let's just
Looks
get that
like
out of here.
looks like we aren't changing things up. So hoping that round 2 goes better than the first.
Yeah, I mean, deck's perfect. What can you do?
I think this Absan deck really wants to be stompy, and so there were a couple turns that he took off, which really hurt him.
Mm.
Let's see. Keep on this side. How's it looking for Travis?
This it's a tougher one. It's an island mountain. Okay, yeah, mulliganed it away. It was like it's another questionable hand, but he's keeping. So it's 2 mountains, Plane of Disruption, Champion of Wits, Jeskai Devotee, Dragonstorm Globe. So he's got a 2-drop, hopefully draw a land Globe, but you know,
Yeah.
it could not work out as hand. Not that I'm praying for his downfall, but game 3s are good.
We're casters, we're supposed to be biased towards more games. That's
Okay,
that's how it works.
yeah.
We get a
Well,
stalwart successor here, which is pretty good. That's a
yeah, I mean, so
nice.
if this Devotee survives, can consider for a land drop if he needs to. But so yeah.
Yeah, no attack here. Makes sense. This R2-2 looks better than the Jeskai Devotee, so perfectly reasonable to
Although,
not trade them off.
yeah,
Yep.
I think that Devotee would never have blocked there. But you don't know what's in his hand,
You
obviously.
don't
But,
know.
oh,
Yeah, you don't know. Um, yeah, there is missing white mana on the side of Colton. He has this Fellothar in hand, which he'd really like to play out, I think, or at least have the potential to play it out.
Alright, we're hitting land drops now.
Yep.
Can Dragonstorm Globe, could use one of the 2 removal spells. Yeah.
And once again, we're hitting removal spells that we don't really want to be using. Colton wants to be playing down creatures that swing for a
Yeah.
lot.
Ooh,
He gets
big
the
planes.
plane switch.
Unfortunately, there is a counterspell coming out.
Oh,
Oh, but
okay.
chose the big thing. Chose
Yeah.
correctly.
And, just get more things on the board before you play the Fellothar.
It dodges the Storm Brood's counterspell.
Oh, if Stormbrood's the counterspell, then
Yeah.
that's 2 mana or
Unfortunately,
less,
yeah.
I believe.
I was at
Okay.
2, I thought it was 3. Alright, nice.
And now he knows about the counterspell as well. So I imagine it's going to be played or just held up.
I think there's no. I think you're just not under pressure at the moment, so you don't need to
Yeah.
do anything. Here is my Wayfarer. Please respond.
No response. Ooh, and a Rakshasha in the graveyard is
That's where
it's
you
the
want it.
second best place to have a Rakshasha, really,
Where's the best place? The sideboard? Or...
on the board.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But we're very happy to have it anyway, right? We're not going to complain about being
Yeah.
able to make all of Travis's creatures unable to block and can allow for some very large swings.
Yeah, just look for some lands, I think, here.
Yeah.
Alright, found a land.
I'll say this dead weight card is certainly proving its name.
Yeah, I mean, it might come out now at least.
Um,
There's a 2-1 it can kill.
yeah, I mean, you're not going to find much of a better spot to use it.
Unless. Oh. Oh, okay. Chooses to hold back the Devastator, I think, next time. So next turn, uh, they're going to play out the Devotee and the 6/5 Vigilance Menace.
Okay. Yep.
So,
Um, but there's this Cursed Rakshasha, and so they have to be careful because
yeah.
there's face up 7
So,
damage if they only play
yeah.
units.
Yeah, drew the Dream 3 for 10.
Yep.
Ooh, reveals a Tasiga. Think keeps that on top. Yeah, he can delve that away next turn. Oh, this is a very scary position, I think.
It's
It's
this Cursed Rakshasa.
yeah,
It's
it's
such an
threatening so much
incredible
damage.
card, yeah. Yep. Going for another planes makes sense.
Use it now, or do you just swing in and
I
use it
mean,
next? I
you
can use
you
it
use
now.
it now. You don't want you.
I think it's like you kind of want to be
Ah.
able to. You want to be able to get him for some damage this turn, and then like kill him next turn with it. Like, because if you get them to 2, what does that really do for you?
Well,
If I
importantly, you can put them to 2, and they still don't have any blockers.
If I can jump in here, he actually had lethal if he got a swamp with his Evolving Wilds, because he can just deadweight one of his own creatures, rock shots on the whole board, and then sack his deadweight to Felithar when it attacks.
Oh.
Ooh, that was
I guess he didn't see it.
yeah. In fairness, neither did we, because
I hate to keep the game
that's a
going.
very yeah, that would have been a very nice play. I always forget that you can sacrifice any non-land permanent. Still looking
Oh, so they're
rough.
decayed. It's not for just a
Yes,
turn. Oh, they just
no,
can't block ever.
Rakshasa. It is a
Oh.
permanent decay counter.
Oh.
It is a brutal card. Yeah, yeah. Those
Alright.
can no longer block ever, and when they attack, they sacrifice themselves. So
So, I mean, he's got two big
he does
blockers here.
have two big creatures.
Interesting. I suppose you may as well attack. They're not doing anything, but
Yeah,
it does
and
mean
they all have
Tasiga procs are a bit worse.
they all
Oh
have
yeah, true. They're
graveyard
all
effects, so you want them in your graveyard for sure. Is there a lethal here? I suspect there is, because we can deadweight, sacrifice. Yeah, this is lethal. Because
So we've got attack.
deadweight on something brings it to 3 health. Attack, sacrifice the trader out. Felithar goes to a 5 power trample.
Yeah, but you block that with the whichever one has 5 toughness, and then the 3/3 gets blocked by the other one.
Oh, true. No, yeah, no, I was misthinking that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. People
I
get
think you
shrunken if they
still
see
do
lethal.
it. I think you probably deadweight the master, because it's still. Oh no, that doesn't
Yeah,
quite.
it,
That is awkward.
it stops. It lets the I mean, if the plan is to attack with your 5/5 trample, that puts the pressure on because you don't want Tasiga activating because like you don't want to give him time basically. So I think
Mhm.
it's like the more pressure you can put on, the better. So it's like this way, Tasiga activations become like okay, no, she's
Oh,
okay. So just offering the trade with the 6/5, I guess. Yeah.
okay.
I suppose you keep your 5. You got a 5/4 and a 4/4 staring on a 4/5. Like it's not the worst. It's just feel like you're running out of
It
steam.
is. Yeah, that's. And it's where he really wants to get. If he top deck,
Oh,
if he top decks Steam and his opponent gets lands, then
he top decked a deal 4 damage removal spell.
oh,
He's
that's
just better at the game
excellent.
than everyone else.
Um, though if Colton gets a removal spell, then
Yeah.
that is game, and that's not a removal spell. That is a land.
Alright. Hey, surely use the fairy here. Draw a card, lose 1 life, back yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you do. 1 life
Oh, you get
isn't
the
gonna matter.
life back. So it's looking like a Tactica might be able to lock things out, but a removal spell would swing it
And
back.
that is an Usher of the Fallen, which isn't. And it's a card.
It certainly is a card.
And at this point, with 2 health on the opponent, any card is pretty
Yeah,
reasonable.
the Tactical activations are really gonna just, I think, just do some brutal work here. Or could just return the 2/1. It's like, or you give your opponent's choice of your 2 worst cards in your graveyard. Or a card, sorry.
It's.
It's like
I think you.
none of the choices are great.
No. There's Abzan
Yeah,
Devotee because it can return anyway. So that pretty
yeah,
much has to be
yeah.
the
I think
option.
it's like you may as well just return the thing that they could have returned. They
Yeah.
paid 1 more mana to return that, basically.
But that Wild Slash is going
Alright,
to.
has a shock and the Abzan Devotee in hand. Or, the Wild Slash in hand.
Okay. Armament Core is good.
It does push through enough damage. or pushes through.
Yeah,
It kills stuff. Or
yeah, they
the
can either
chump block.
they presumably jump block here. Uh, almost certainly Dragonstorm, I believe.
I don't know. I mean, your
Well,
opponent's out of card
okay.
draw. You got big
I
beefy
guess yeah,
idiots.
you're beefy enough.
Yeah, he might misclick shock himself. Yeah, okay, gives up
Yeah.
the attack, gives up Tassigo.
Okay, yeah, I like this. Now he does get the Eternalize. So he's going to get a lot of steam back.
Yeah. Draw forward this card too. Pretty good. Oh, draws 4 lands. You love to
Oh,
see it.
okay. Now Colton doesn't know that though.
No.
So there's definitely Colton still needs to play around
The
Travis
mental damage
having a lot of
is truly more powerful. But I mean, like you've got the Eternal Blocker in the Absent Devotee too, which is
yeah.
quite nice.
Yeah, that thing needs to be destroyed.
Oh,
Oh, but that can't
oh, that
hit
doesn't.
either of them, I
You can
believe.
kill a Dragonstorm Globe.
Because I believe Eternalize still counts
It's a
as
token, yeah.
a token.
Yeah, it should have no mana value.
It does count as a token, but it's a copy of Champion of Wit, so it does have the mana cost of the card still.
Thank
Does
you
it?
for the rules correction.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't know that.
It
No, it doesn't.
apparently does not.
I lied. Yeah, ignore me.
Bang bang.
Yeah,
All right, all right. 3 life.
3 life into a dream, but it's a
Oh.
pretty good dream.
Yeah. What are the graveyard cards? Do you think what are the Sultai cards? Do you think Tristan is it Tristan? I've forgotten who everyone is. Has in that they've got one
Ah,
other card that you've seen before. You know him. You love him. It's Sidisi.
okay. And that's well, there is so you can
It
Kintry
dies.
Severance immediately before
Yeah.
it goes through. That's pretty good. That's a great play.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are just hitting that point of running out of.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
the
one
one
game land.
life,
Yeah.
the one life
One
is
game.
getting there. Though it is a trample creature, and that's
Yeah, it does beat the
extremely
absent devotee
relevant
into the
because so there's this
because
wild
currently that's lethal.
Okay, so there isn't another card in there. We get a cycle.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, so there's a Tranquil Cove in hand as well as this card you're about to see, which you might be able to guess what it is from 1 blue and go into the graveyard.
Oh, yeah. That will refill value, and it's very unlikely to not find a
How,
solution.
how close are these to decking at this point, really? I think quite far, but
Yeah, these are 60 card decks. These are not the
yeah,
40 card decks of normal
yeah.
limited.
Gotta find your outs. It has Mardu Monument, Dragonstorm Globe, and Caustic Exhale, so we can exhale and Wild Slash this Skirmish Rhino.
Uh, looks like we just
Yeah.
bring out the devotee. We hold up the
Hold up your
caustic
two.
exhale,
Yeah.
and this is a land which does not help us. No attacks. Seeing that there's the 1 mana deal too, he's guaranteed to lose his Rhino. Putting the opponent to
So
1 doesn't
yeah.
help.
Not sure what the play will be here, but did draw a Stormshriek Feral for turn, so could discard some cards. Could just make a like what 6/6 flyer, 7/7 flyer with haste.
Yeah, that is a very large
Yeah,
creature.
6/6.
Probably gonna, yeah, just play it down. 6/6. He's still holding up all of his removal. Oh wow. I mean, may as well, yeah.
Have I lagged out? Ooh,
Oh, this is...
you gotta go for it.
You have to go for it, but I think it's about to be blown out. Because this is going to be a
Yeah.
Dragon's Prey. But in response, there's going to be a -3, -3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to be lethal next turn, I believe.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I'll put it from them.
Well played, but couldn't quite get there.
It was a long one.
It was. The Abzan deck almost managed to run them over.
And that's going to be a wraps on our Tarkir Dragonstorm Mega Draft. Congratulations, Travis.
Hey, I did it. That deck was fucking terrible. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I'll take it.
I think it was not as bad as you gave it credit for.
During the draft, I was all over the place, man. I'm glad I caught Abzan because that would have made it real bad.
It looked a little hectic in drafting, but with it being a Mega Draft, you kind of have time to waffle around a bit.
Yeah, that was my thought. Like, it's 6 packs and it's like the stupid dragon stuff. So I got lucky to get 3 of the globes. That was insane. But
Yeah.
I felt like I could support just taking the best card for a while and then going from there.
But as they say in the business, you can't argue with results.
Hey, I got fortunate enough, so I'll take it.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all the spectators and whatnot. That was a lot of fun.
There was some pretty sweet decks. I love watching your game against Nick, the second one where he was doing the Eudora stuff.
Dude, that completely caught me off guard. I'm like, holy shit, what a great combo.
I called it out as an interaction when we were going through deck reviews because I've seen it before and I also helped build the sheet, so I know about it. But it was like, it's such a weird and like unintuitive interaction that if you haven't seen it before, it's like gonna catch you off guard.
Yeah, that one was way crazy. I was not expecting that at all, to be honest. That definitely, like you said, caught me off guard, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta like really respect this.
It's even better with the Teamwork Chargers because they flip up for free. Like normally you have to pay mana to flip your Morse back up, but with that one it's like, oh, I just have this permanent creature that as long as I have a green card in my hand, I can just always turn it back into a creature.
Right? Yeah, like he never played that the 5/5 maker. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But no, I get it.
Yeah.